Howdy, my friends. My name is Gunnar, Clovis. I'm a game developer. Today I would like to play a game by NoelOskar. NoelOskar, I've played a few games by him so far. All of his games, actually. Yeah, cool. All the games posted on itch. Is a now 15-year-old Polish game developer. Really awesome. Love to see new game developers. He's just been cranking out really high-quality stuff. This was made for Weekly Game Jam 140. The theme was Shapeshift. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I made, the jam theme of Shapeshift makes me think of an old Ludum Dare jam that I did, the first one I did, of two, I think, or, I don't know. I haven't done much Ludum Dare, I need to do more. But yeah, are you a fan of 2D Sonic games, or you just like fast-paced platformers? Then you came to the right place. Flea Runner is a 2D platformer in which you play as a alien trapped in basement of evil corporation while you manage to escape. This game was created for week 140 of Weekly Game Jam. The theme for it was Shapeshift. In my game character can shift to a flatter version of himself that is also deadly towards enemies and grants him immunity to damage. Credits. Now, this is a common thing, and I would recommend you don't do this, where you list out all of the, and this is the thing, like, again, a lot of what I do here with my YouTube channel and with this series Itchy for Jam, where I play these free itch.io games, I give my critique. I don't expect any of it to be implemented. It's just advice for the developer and for anyone, right, that we can take to our own work in the future. We look, there's always something to learn from another game that you play. Any game on itch you can learn something from, whether it's a new thing or reinforcing stuff, good things that you want to mimic, and bad things that you might want to avoid. And here I would, because I used to do this and I regret that I do it so much. I'm actually uploading another one of my old games right now. I need to finish that up. And, like, I list all of the different things. Like, I list that, I made the game. I was primarily a developer. I worked with, 3 other people, but I was the developer. I did pretty much everything. And so I list, a big, long, all the different topics that I did. And it was just stupid. It just comes off as kind of as silly, but especially when you have teammates, comes off as rather douchey, right? It's just kind of a jerk move. I really regret doing that, but I was a kid. I moved on from it. So yeah, when you work on a game, don't ever list your name multiple times. There's no reason to ever do that. He isn't breaking down into a bunch of categories. He's not saying animation and character art and UI design and UX, that kind of thing. You could get really fined, which again is what I used to do when I was just I was really douchey about it, and I really regret it. It was really stupid of me as a kid. But it's still, these topics, game design, scripts, art, sound, music, those are pretty good topics. Those are actually very succinct, but still, I don't know, it just, you don't need to have your name multiple times. It again, just looks kind of douchey, not anywhere near as bad as what I used to do, right? But yeah, just, if you feel like you really need to tell the audience that you did game design, scripts, art, and sound, which, yeah, are 4 fine categories. Those are pretty distinct and distinct from music well enough. Just say NoelOskar. Say the name first. Say NoelOskar, game design, scripts, art, sound. You don't need to say it 4 times because it's just kind of padding it out. It doesn't look great. It's not a great look. Again, not a huge deal. Really not a huge deal. And I used to do it all the time when I was younger. So NoelOskar has this kind of trademark what's the right term for it? Quality toggle, I suppose, for performance versus graphics. And yeah, it makes it rather different. Changes completely how the color how the color works. It's enabling some post-processing effects or something. But I don't know, it's weird how drastically the colors change there. It's kind of odd. But yeah, I'll go for graphics this time. Like I always do, but whatever. So we got this little character. Art is not particularly attractive. Flea Runner as a title. It's very contrasting. That text is very contrasting to the background, but I generally don't recommend doing white text with kind of a neon outline. It just looks a little garish, and I do recommend having capitalized letters, so F, capital F, and then capital R. The capital F for Flea, and then lowercase r for runner. Doesn't look great. as long as it's consistent, it can be really whatever you want. I personally prefer to do just kind of normal, camel case, as we call it in programming. When, it's not quite the right word, but, where this would be capital F and capital R. But you could also do lowercase f, lowercase r, as long as that's consistent, or you could do all caps, capital flea, capital runner. That'd all be fine, but don't do this kind of thing unless you really have a reason for it. Like, I don't know, if you're doing like I monster and it's like a lowercase I, capital M for monster, something like that could work. But otherwise, don't go for it. Settings, this is going to be that. So this says this was, okay. So how's research going? I discovered that behind this cold shell hides a dangerously hot side that we can shift into his own will. It can grant him short-term immunity to damage. Okay. Wait, so he can right now just kill us if he would want to? So, don't worry, I used bulletproof glass. But is it heat-proof? Maybe. Anyways, let's get back to work. So I was really kind of rushing to speak there to, okay, as soon as I moved, it started a timer of some kind. Yeah, you do down, makes me a little flat boy. Yeah, I like the animation there. The trigger's just fine. Okay, I can do R, and that does restart. That's great. Oh, I'm so happy it restarts on R. That's so nice. Yeah, so if I move with A and D, and this is all arbitrary. Yeah, that I can move with A or D, or with the arrow keys. That's awesome. S, or down, control, or shift, or control. Fantastic. Yeah, look. Two arbitrary control schemes, plus shift and controls alternates, and then also showing it on screen. That's great. Although it's not telling me about W, but I guess that would come in later on. Ooh, and look at that rotation. Very nice, very nice. And there's all this kind of... Oh, frick, please don't kill me. Alright, so the movement is strange. Yeah, okay, so it does tell me these contextual... Oh, okay, yeah, I like the little dead bodies. Those are funny. The sliding is kind of weird, but it's funny. It's good. Little ragdoll physics. So I jump with... okay, yeah, the wording there's kind of strange, but yeah, up or W, and then hold for higher jump. Yeah. So controls are kind of weird. You see that I'm kind of ignoring the timer. I actually don't recommend having a timer when you're trying to teach the player the controls. Do that after a tutorial level, generally. Okay, so yeah, I have to jump. Ooh, yeah, and that trail. Oh, that trail behind me. Okay, I can kind of glitch through the walls a little bit. The trail behind me as I move and how it adapts to when I shift. Like, look at that. Or no, it just kind of snaps away. Alright. Okay, I can kind of break the physics of the world by using the shift ability. It's changing the colliders because it's made in Unity, I'm fairly certain. Yeah, the physics is kind of is strange. It's not bad, but it's just I just kind of want to keep exploring it because I don't feel like I really understand the physics. Now, were those guns or tasers? I guess they're tasers. I thought that might be like cell phones initially. Okay. I'm not a huge fan of this music. Yeah, again, I don't feel like I have great control over the character. Let me change my hand position. So before I was doing like WASD and then trying to do that for everything. Ah, man. Okay, oh, and the fact that, yeah, I can just press R without my hands leaving the keyboard is so much nicer. Ah, man. Yeah, so I don't have to grab that mouse right away, which is much appreciated. Getting out just feels kind of awkward. I don't really understand how to build up speed or maintain it. You know, clearly I can't stay in the the orange state, which is the killer hot sprite state, I guess, very long. Okay, there we go. So current time and best time, awesome. Yeah, cool that you're showing this is arcade score-based game with multiple levels, I'm pretty sure. And so it's saving your current time and your best time. So let's see if I can beat that. I probably can't. Oh no, I pressed next by accident. Oh well. Ah, man. Yeah, so again, I really do not understand how to move. Like I'm holding the key, and then I'm jumping, and then occasionally pressing shift. Like here, what is my movement? I guess it's just very... It just has a lot of acceleration, I guess. Ah, man. But there's this long kind of refractory period after... Okay. Oh, so I was spawning right where the... God. Oh, I pressed shift. Dang it. Okay, so yeah, there's a refractory period for, you know, when I'll press shift and I'm not letting go of shift and I revert back. There's a limited time frame on how long I can stay in the hot sprite, which obviously I would like to be in that all the time because I'm both faster and I actually am immune to damage and I killed her. So yeah, that I don't know, not sure if I would advise that kind of design because yeah, there's no real choice. The skill, I suppose, is, yeah, juggling when I turn into the hot sprite, which obviously, yeah, I'm not doing particularly well. I'm not good at video games. Oh my god. It also feels a little slow on the draw. And yeah, I don't have a great sense for when the orange sprite, the orange state, is gonna stop. And I don't have a good sense at all for the next time I can press it. So that kind of information you want to communicate visually. Yeah, there's just kind of a delay from when I press shift and I actually become the orange state. Okay, what does that say? 100 no me? I don't know what that means. Okay, there's a shield. I guess that'll protect me against bullets. Yeah. Or probably from anything. Ah! Yeah, so that really long build up to the acceleration. Like I move really fast once I get going, but it's just incredibly long acceleration period. I don't really love that. It doesn't feel great. There also could be more sound effects. The sound is rather lackluster, in my opinion. And again, I'm being nitpicky. None of this really matters. It's a jam game. It was made by 15-year-old kids, and he's doing like amazing for his age. I certainly wasn't doing games this good when I was 15. I don't think I seriously started until I was like 16 because I didn't really have a computer. Man. And see there, like I lost my shield and I died at like the exact same second. You don't want that. This is what's happening there? I have my shield. All right, so trying to guess what's happening. Ugh. I must be losing the shield and dying so quickly. There we go. I was like losing my shield and dying because they were shooting like 2 bullets at once. Oh, I restarted instead of hitting next by accident. And that's happening so quickly that, you know, I can't notice it as a player, and that doesn't feel good. Insta-deaths, generally not great. Players don't really like that. It is good how the timer doesn't start until I press a control to start moving. That's really nice. That's a very, very good design decision. Yeah, oh my god. Ah, no. The ragdoll physics is fun. Oh, okay, how do I get up? Ah, okay. Ragdoll physics is fun. Oh my god. It's fun, but because I need to like slide under these little gaps all the time, that it's kind of impeding me. And again, you just have this incredibly slow build-up in speed, which I don't really love or recommend. And again, it's just still not clear how long my orange state's gonna last the next time I can use it. And so you want to communicate that stuff visually. At the very worst, and you know, this is an easy solution that people commonly do, you just have a UI element. So you can have a piece of HUD or something that has like a timer, you know, like how Overwatch has the little buttons. They have their abilities for each character on screen, and then the associated key, whatever you've bound that to. Oh no! And then once you use an ability in Overwatch, it will have a countdown timer until the cooldown is refreshed. So that is very clear. Oh my god. It's extremely clear on what that is. You can do that. I generally don't recommend that. I think that makes the most sense for Overwatch because it'd be a little hard to do anything else. And because they have so many characters and each character has different abilities. But here, it's one ability. The ability is turning orange, which makes me kill people and makes me invulnerable, and also move faster. It makes me do everything. So I just always want to be orange. The information to communicate is very simple. Just doing the same thing over and over. I know. I'm not great at video games, and it's especially hard when I'm trying to talk and play at the same time. I'm not great at it. Oh, okay, I phased through. Oh, unless it's a secret? No. Yeah, see, I phased through that block as well. Yeah, so the information to communicate here, there we go, with the orange state is, how long it's gonna last and the next time I can use it. So you can have timers or that kind of thing to communicate that information. Oh, there I go. I like how the artwork changed, the background color, and then it showed the kind of transition. That was really nice. So that kind of information on, how long my orange state's gonna last and the next time I can use it. Okay, here we go. You can just put that info on the player that you could just, really, like, literally just flip. Oh, I can fly now. Okay, if I have a body, I can kind of hover. All right, the physics in this game is rather wonky and glitchy, but in kind of a fun way. Again, I really don't like how slow the acceleration is. Like, for if you want really high accelerations, generally, you want to balance that by having a slow, if you want to have really high top speeds, you would often balance that by having a slow acceleration, but it just doesn't feel good. I don't think it's very good game feel. It feels really sluggish, and at both ends of the character, actually, it doesn't feel like I have a lot of control. So right now, feels like I'm just moving so slow, doesn't feel like I have a lot of control. And then I start moving so quickly, especially relative to how slow I am right now, that I again just don't feel like I have a ton of control. And see, I can't get over this part when before I started just flying by carrying the body of this guy. Ugh. Yeah, everything just feels sluggish, and trying to do... He's introduced this mechanic of the lava, and trying to manage, like, the jumps is not something I've mastered at all, because the level design did not facilitate it. Like, I cannot reliably jump on a small platform like this. I don't feel. Maybe you can argue I can. No, I mean, like right there, I needed to land on that platform to not die. I knew where it was. I knew where what I wanted to do, and I couldn't do it. Okay, see, like that. All right. Oh, and now it gets even smaller. And see, what was that? What was that? I don't understand the physics of the game. The physics are really jank feeling. I'm sure they have a logic to them, although there is clearly some bugs as well. But the logic is not super obvious or human. You can make some really weird physics systems with code, but that doesn't mean they're intuitive to players. And I don't find this physics system very intuitive. Okay. Ah! No. See, like, why did I go higher there? Because I jump, and then I kind of do that. Does one make me heavier than the other? Like, what's my arc? Is it this? I guess it's the same. No, see, there I had like a speed boost. Or no, it's just because my acceleration built up, but I was standing still. I don't understand the physics of this game at all. Let's see, I just want to try and get a lead up, because yeah, look how slow that is. I can't make that jump because of this acceleration. Oh, I really don't like that. I'm sorry. I really don't like that. And see there, I didn't even jump. I pressed up. Yeah, so I guess I guess turning orange does not affect my speed at all. I just thought it did because I get faster over time just by moving because of this incredibly long acceleration with a high speed, but it's just, yeah, very gradual and very slow initially. Oh, that's so slow. That was very frustrating. Yeah, which again, it's not very human. See, how am I supposed to do that? But yeah, anyway, managing this kind of jumps over lava is one thing, and I feel like I was kind of dropped into the hot water a little, yeah, way too fast. Okay, there I could theoretically have landed, but I couldn't see where I was going. Yeah, I feel like this is way too hard for how quickly it is. Like, this is the second level with the lava, right? Second or third? Pretty sure second. Yeah, and see, look at that. Oh, I can't move once I stop. I'm just stuck. Like, I literally can't do anything but die. I really, really hate how slow this acceleration is. It does not feel good. It's bad. It's bad game feel. Graphics are great as always. NoelOskar does a fantastic job with the graphics. I don't think I've seen him do kind of these little animated these kind of animated. I'm sorry, I'm very distracted and getting frustrated. Physics bodies, this ragdoll physics. I don't think I've seen that from him before. I press shift. But it's clearly his art style, which is always very good. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to give up on this level. This is way too frustrating. I have no idea how many more levels there are, how close I am to the end, and it didn't look like there was any kind of skip level system, because I would do that. If there's a feature for me to skip this level because I find it really unfun and, oh no! And see there, like, after I somehow managed that, and still, I don't know how that happened. It was just because the physics kind of decided that I was going to move farther that time. And then I had to somehow land on a one-tile platform. Like, no, that doesn't feel good. How many times have I died on this level now? I hate it. See, like, I get really close. Like, I'm getting really close to landing on that platform, but I can't do it because I'm moving at super high speeds. I can't see where I'm going. I'm too high up. The camera doesn't show me where I'm gonna land like that. Yeah, see, I can't see what I'm doing at all. If the camera is a little bit shifted downward, which it should be on a level design like this, then maybe I could kind of do it. But see, I can't manage that. I don't feel like I have a lot of air control. I can't see where I'm going. And see, the jumps and shifts just sometimes don't work. That's probably an artifact of... It's possible the controls are just not coming fast enough, which is, can sometimes happen with Unity games. Especially because this level is so big. All the levels are really big. There's a lot of objects. There's people shooting. I don't know how the LOD, the level of detail is being handled. How efficient the level is being handled. Because it feels like it might be just running everything in the level all the time. And if that's the case, then you're gonna lose a lot of speed on the game. Yeah, because you're doing physics and rendering, or probably not rendering, but maybe physics and logic for enemies all the way over here that are not relevant to me as the player right now, but they're still being calculated. That can happen with games. Okay, this is the farthest I've ever been. No! Okay, well, I'm gonna stop there. That was so frustrating. Okay, it does have a level select system. Oh, that's cool. It has a level select, but I can't skip. Level 9, out of how many? I have no idea. It could possibly fill up this whole box. It might go 10, 11, 12, and then all the way down. I don't know. I felt like I was kind of close to the end, but I really have no idea. Yeah, okay, I was just reading the comments. This guy rage quit after level 2, just felt like controller's dragging. Yeah, he's very right, that's just because it's very slow physics acceleration, which I really don't approve of or recommend. And yeah, I kind of wish there's more talking. Like, I really enjoyed that little bit of this talking at the beginning. People could be talking before I kind of burst through. It's very cute and very charming. Although I was noticing, that the talking speed is very fast. That I was able to keep up in reading it aloud at the beginning, but I really had to struggle to it. And we have a lot of these physics bugs, so there I just kind of glided through the floor and fell out of the level, and there's no kill box. So that's some buggy physics with the levels based on how it's constructed or how the player physics is working. But you should always have kill boxes outside your levels, because there's probably some way. I mean, a lot of time with bugs, the fact is we don't find them, the players find them. We won't know a way to break the level, or sometimes we do, but you always assume that there's going to be a way for the player to escape the level and then just kind of fall off the world. And in that case, you always want to have a kill box like outside the boundaries of the level, so that right now I would just die and restart. But I kind of wish there's more dialogue, because he had made this whole system for like the text printing itself out. Also, again, had this incredible system for in-game controls, and that being slowly introduced. Really, really excellent. That is incredibly well done. So that's Flea Runner. Lot to like about this game. Good graphics. Honestly, I'm not too crazy about the audio this time around. Music is fine. It's good, but it's pretty short and gets very repetitive. There's very little sound effects. Like, there's no sound effects there's no sound effects on the menus, no sound effects when I hit someone, at least not that I can hear. Maybe it's just being overpowered by the music. The only sound effect is when I die, like that, which again, I don't find to be a very great or satisfying sound effect. In fact, I find it really annoying. And a sound effect like that players are going to be hearing over and over a lot, you don't want it to sound kind of grating or annoying. But it should have more sound effects. Kind of wish the music was a bit more varied. It wasn't so repetitive, because it's also getting kind of grating. Physics is good. The game kind of looked the worst right here on the title screen, actually. This is the ugliest part of the game by far, because the text, again, the white with the cyan outline, I don't love that. And has the legs just kind of like they're floating, and their legs are kind of awkwardly angled and moving back and forth. Like, it just looks really weird and bizarre. I don't understand what's happening there. And then if we go into the game, They don't look like that at all. Like their legs look way, I mean, they're not like super realistic, of course, but they make a lot more sense. And then they look really good with the ragdoll physics. That ragdoll physics and how their eyes turn into X's looks excellent. I do not like the player physics. I really don't. Love the player trail. I like the player's art fine. It's just a very simple box, but it looks nice. I like how the square rotates and how, yeah, the player makes different facial expressions. That's good. Conveys some personality, which is nice. The characters don't have a lot of personality. Kind of wish like their eyes changed. They at least got like angry eyes or something. I don't know, because they're just kind of standing there, and then their hands kind of awkwardly float around to follow you. It just seems kind of weird. But yeah, that was Flea Runner. It was very well done. I had some problems. I had I had my problems with it, like I do with every game, because I can always find something to nitpick about. Particularly with this was the physics, and kind of level design towards the end was a little too hard. Again, combined with the physics and kind of not great game feel for the player. The controls, the tutorial was great. The dialogue at the beginning was great. Graphics are pretty good. Gameplay concept is perfectly fine. But yeah, if this game was to be changed further, I would really recommend increasing the speed of the player, the acceleration. Like, I don't want to hold the button and wait to speed up. And as the other commenters are saying, like, it doesn't feel good. I don't know what other people are saying. We can hop over here. Yeah, so there's a lot of comments here. Yeah, okay, everyone's being very, very nice and congratulatory. Yeah, people on itch are so nice, man. I'm the biggest jerk, I swear. People are so nice, which is great. But yeah, I would really personally recommend speeding up that acceleration. You can might want to limit the fast speeds as well, because I feel like you kind of lose control. That could be mitigated by having like a better camera. You can control what the camera is so that the player is always kind of in the back of so in a game like this, the WebGL is not wanting to recognize my inputs. So in a game like this, I'm pretty solidly at the center of the camera. I am moving a little faster. You can see I'm gaining some god dang it. Gaining some velocity. I forgot that I hated this level. This is one of the levels I was stuck on a really long time. Level 2. Dying is super frustrating. I really don't like dying here. Slow acceleration feels bad. What? And see there, I just insta-died. Like, you don't want that. After my shield is broken, I should probably be invulnerable for like a second or so. Because otherwise it just feels like I instantly die. I don't understand what happened. It feels really bad. I don't recommend that. Yeah, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. This is frustrating. But yeah, overall, good job. NoelOskar always does pretty great games. You can check out all of his games. I have them linked in the descriptions. I'll have Flea Runner linked at the top of the video description. You can probably get farther than I can. I was only able to get to level 9 out of I don't know how many. I wish I could have skipped that. But yeah, that level design I wasn't really jiving with. It was expecting me to land on really small platforms above lava that would insta-kill me while people were shooting me. Like, there's just way too many things way too early, because I wasn't managing those before. The only thing I was managing before was people shooting at me. But now you're making me land on tiny platforms and avoid lava while people are shooting at me. You want to gradually introduce those elements kind of one by one, and then combine them, have a gradual difficulty curve. But yeah, it was Flea Runner. Check it out in the description. If you have any itch.io games you'd like me to play, please let me know. Drop me a link in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I love playing all these games. I'm making a video every day in 2020. Kept it up so far, mostly. And yeah, I'll continue to do so. We're in quarantine right now because of the COVID-19 pandemic, but everyone's playing games and making games. So yeah, go out there and make some games of your own. Work towards your dreams. Believe in your dreams. Do some push-ups and sit-ups. Take care of yourself. Eat some vegetables, some broccoli, and some spinach. I like a big old saute of spinach. And yeah, trust your friends, trust yourself, do your own research, don't talk behind people's backs, believe in the good of people, always assume the best of someone. Usually it works in your favor. I really swear by that, really believe that. If you assume the best of people, 99.2% of the time, it works out in your favor. Sometimes it doesn't, of course. Sometimes everything happens. But I think it's far better to live that way, to believe in the good of people, believe that people are trustworthy and loyal. And yeah, treat your fellow man with love and respect and kindness. You know, kindness and generosity and loyalty and honesty and laughter and all that good stuff. And have a lovely day. Goodbye.